Have you been trying to think of a way that you could spend more time with your family, and not just more time, but more quality time seeing the countryside? Well, you may consider doing a mini retirement either on the West Coast, East Coast, or any part of the country. Stay tuned. Hey, good morning, everybody. I am so excited. We actually just took off on a 4-week road trip. That's right. I haven't really talked much about it up till now because the way things were looking, I wasn't sure we were going to be able to take off and actually make this trip happen, but we did it. So we actually just left a day ago and hit the road toward the East Coast. And so we're very excited. So me, Odd, and the kids, 3 kids, we're heading up the East Coast, and we're going to be seeing all sorts of battlefields. And yesterday we stopped at the Biltmore, which is an amazing estate in North Carolina. It was just about 8,000 acres. The house was huge. It was an amazing thing to go see. We also saw the Wheels of Time yesterday, sort of in passing, which was all about older motorcycles and cars, which was a great adventure. And so if you're a car person, Wheels of Time was a great place to go, which was also, I believe, right at the tip of North Carolina. So really great place to see. Now, this is only sort of the second day that we're into this trip, and we basically drove the first night to get here was about 11 hours or so to get where we were yesterday. And that was pretty hard to do, but we have found in the past, we've done a trip similar to this last year where we actually went to the Southwest and we did New Mexico and Arizona, where we hit Carlsbad Caverns, the Four Corners, Vegas, Hoover Dam, all these different things in that area. And so we sort of learned from last year that with the kids, especially being younger, it was nice to leave at night because we were able to get that long drive out of the way so the kids can sleep. And so that actually worked out really well. We did the same thing this time so we can get those miles behind us. We ended up getting into North Carolina yesterday, and we're able to go to the Wheels of Time and also the Biltmore Estate and continue driving east. And we're basically on our way now to go to the Wright Brothers Museum, which we're going to be sort of our next stop. Now, from there, we're going to be heading to some battlefields where we're going to go to Colonial Williamsburg, we're going to go to Yorktown, Jamestown, all of these different places that are just jam-packed with history. And so the kids, especially since we do homeschooling, this is going to be such a great experience for them to really take in the battlefields and really feel the history in those areas as we continue to travel. Now, from there, we got a few miscellaneous stops we're making at different museums and places to stop and see different sites. But we are going to be heading into Washington, D.C., which I'm super excited about, and we have a scheduled tour for the White House, so we're going to get to go see that, which is something I always wanted to do. We also have a tour of the FBI building. We're going to go see Congress. We're going to go see all the different monuments there in Washington, and so we'll be there for a few days, which just that alone is going to be an amazing couple days, amazing week. Now, from there, we're kind of going into Thanksgiving time. We're going to be heading into Philly, and I am super excited because we're going to be having a chance to actually go, if you ever seen Rocky, so I'm going to get a chance to actually run up and do the Rocky steps. So we're going to do one of these numbers at the top of the Rocky steps. That's going to be a lot of fun. Now, on Thanksgiving, we're also going to go to the Liberty Bell, which I was surprised it's even open, but we're going to be able to go see that piece of history, the Liberty Bell, on Thanksgiving, which is really, really cool. And from there, if you've ever seen the Rocky movie, they have a famous boat that is there in Philly that is a ship, should I say, that's actually floating in the water. And they turn this ship into basically a fancy upscale restaurant, which is, I believe, kind of one of a kind. And it is a really cool place, it looks like, to go to. And so we're going to actually experience that for our Thanksgiving dinner, which is going to be very exciting and very cool. So I think the kids are going to enjoy really being on that ship. And from there, we're going to be heading into Jersey, and I think we just added this, which was a big surprise, but we decided since we're so close, we're going to go ahead and take the kids into New York. So we're actually going to drive into New York, maybe stay 2 or 3 nights there, go see the Central Park, which is really great. Maybe take them to the zoo, go to the Statue of Liberty, take the ferry across. I think they'll enjoy that ferry ride so much. Maybe go to the Empire State Building, which would be a great view of the city from there. And I'm sure we'll find some other great restaurants and things to do around the city as well. So that is going to be really great for the kids to take in. From there, we're going to be going to other little stops, like I think Hershey's Chocolate Factory, which I think is on the outskirts of Jersey there. We're also going to go to Crayola. The kids will enjoy that. And we're going to be looping around the left side, I guess the west side of the Appalachian Mountains, and we're going to be going to some different caverns and seeing some different monuments and things that way, and probably end up around the Smoky Mountains. And we're hoping to rent a cabin there for a few nights to actually go out there, camp, and just be out and outdoors, maybe see some animals, see some of nature and the great things that the Smokies have there. At the bottom of the Smokies, they also have what's called Dolly World, which, or Dollywood, and I've never actually been there or heard too much about it, but the last few people I talked to said that since we're going to be right there by the Smokies, we should definitely stop into Dollywood and take a look around, let the kids do some rides, and I believe they have some good bakeries or food there as well. So we're going to be stopping and checking that out, and basically just continue down, heading back to Louisiana after that. But all in all, you know, that mixed in with a bunch of other little stops. I believe we're going to stop around Jersey, so Audrey could actually see some of her friends and some family around that area as well, since that's where she grew up. And so that's going to be great to visit with them. And so as a whole, we are going to be on the road for about the next 4 weeks, which is just going to be an amazing trip. And I feel so blessed to have the opportunity to be able to do this with the kids and the family. And it's going to be such a great experience for them. And I really hope that they take a lot away from this, which I really think that they will. And so if you've been thinking about doing a trip like this at maybe some point in the future, definitely stay up to date with what we have going on. I'm going to be updating my social media feeds, especially my stories. I'm going to be putting quick stories on there about what we're doing every day and what's going on. And so if you're interested in doing any sorts of traveling like this, long-term traveling with your family or even by yourself, then stay up to date, especially the East Coast. We're going to be focusing on that over these next couple of weeks. And so stay tuned as we're going through this, and I think you'll learn a lot, and I hope that maybe this will motivate or inspire you to maybe take your own mini retirement and get out there for a few weeks. And leave a comment below if you have some ideas about things that maybe we should see in the future, or any ideas or plans that we should maybe add to our trips in the future. We would love to hear them. So comment below, make sure you subscribe, and as always, get out there and build your empire. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Empire Your Life. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button and leave a comment below. We want to connect with you. We'll see you next time. Get out there and build your empire.